Hello, my gorgeous group ones. Welcome to your reading. If you chose thumbnail image one or you found your way to this specific reading, then you are in the right place. Thank you for joining me here. Today's reading is going to be about your next kiss, okay? Who is it going to be with? How you feel leading up to it, in the moment, after? What type of kiss will it be? You know, there's different types of kisses, okay? So we're going to be pulling for all those different things. I don't intend this to be too long, but you never know with me. If you've been here before, you know the vibes, okay? So let's get right into the reading. Because it is fall and I am recording this reading at work and I don't have all of my Halloween tarot cards with me, the only one that kind of gives fall and October is the Cozy Witch one, and I use this one a lot, but why not? It's so cute. Okay, so let's get into it. Your next kiss, it could be cute. The person you're kissing could be cute. I mean, I would hope you're kissing someone you think is cute, but that's not always the case, okay, for some people. So let's see what comes through. Thank you for joining me here today. If at any point during this reading you like the reading, you know, you can hype it up, right? You can comment, you can like, you can definitely subscribe, you know, if you want a reading to kind of get to know more about who this person could be, what are the circumstances, are you in a relationship with them, that kind of thing. I'm always available for readings. All the information is in the description box, but all you gotta do is email me, child. And we can get to chatting, get into the details, what you need to know, what kind of reading you should get, all that good stuff. Okay. Let's get into it. So please, Spirit, tap me into the energy of my group ones and their next kiss, okay? Who will it be with, please, Spirit? Who will this next kiss be with? Will they know this person? Will they not? Is this a new person? Give me a card that kind of gives me all that in one, or at least two, right? So their next kiss for my group ones, who will it be with? Who will the next kiss be with? Three of Wands. Interesting. This is getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new. So I feel like this is going to be a new kiss, or not a new kiss, a kiss with someone new. Okay. Can I get one more card, please, Spirit? Their next kiss. Who will it be with, please, Spirit? Their next kiss. Who will this kiss be with? I'm also going to pull from this oracle deck that I have. Who will this next kiss be with? Can you give us more information? Three of Wands. It could involve traveling as well. Here we have the King of Swords. So we have an air sign. Thank you for being specific, Spirit. We love you. Okay, we can all learn important things from one another. So someone who, it could be a little bit older, someone who you look up to, someone who is very mature, someone who could be a little bit more on the serious side, right? It's kind of hard for you to read their emotions. They kind of come off like a blank slate, or if they have a mask on, that kind of thing. But I feel like this is going out of your comfort zone, because that's what the Three of Wands represents, moving out of your comfort zone, okay? It says, put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded in one way or another. So this may not be your usual type, or this person may not have to do with looks or anything, but they may not be your personal type, or if you're not personal, period. They may not be your usual type, but you're going out of your comfort zone, kissing somebody new, okay? So this could be a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. This person could be very talkative. They could be a little bit nerdy. They like to talk about, like, things that kind of make them feel comfortable and confident. So things that they love to do and things that they're passionate about is what's coming through. This could be someone who you study with, someone in school, okay? I'm hearing a school trip for some of you. What card is this? We have toxic witches. See, as soon as I say that, I just saw an image of so all the boys I've loved before, how in the universe, I guess we could say, Laura Jean wasn't the popular girl. She was not bullied, but she wasn't the popular girl. She was like just the mid, everyone kind of liked her. She was a cool girl kind of energy, but she did not enjoy being in the spotlight kind of energy. So I feel like this person could be a cool person. Like I was saying, they're kind of cool and detached. Maybe they're one of the cool kids or one of the cooler people where you work at the job. All the girls like him, but he's kind of detached. All the girls like her, but she's kind of detached. I'm also getting professorial vibes, so don't come for me. It is giving professor. It is kind of giving teacher, that kind of thing. If you are of age and you have a teacher crush on someone, or you may not know it yet, you're going back to school, that kind of thing, this could be what this person's representing, okay? Or like is it a TA, teacher's assistant, that kind of thing. But here we have the Emperor. Ooh, you guys are getting like very like serious masculine energy, okay? This person's kind of giving me a little possessive, even though if you could know each other, okay? I read too many romance books, so I try to be as biased as I can or as realistic, because not all romance books are real life, which is why we read them, right? But it's kind of giving, the guy who's like not quiet, but the guy who's like very stoic, kind of serious, could be a little broody. I am getting Edward Cullen vibes from this person. Okay, don't shoot me, right? Where he doesn't talk to anybody. He has to feel drawn to you to talk to you. He doesn't talk to any of the girls, as Jessica in the first book says, in the first movie. Like, he doesn't like any of the girls' hair. Like, and what's so special about you, Bella, is essentially her vibe when Edward takes a special interest in Bella. And it's because he can't read her mind. There's something about her that intrigues him. And that's what's coming. This person wants to kind of, like, not pick you apart, but pick you apart. They want to understand why they're drawn to you when they may not usually be drawn to anybody, right? Because they could be a little bit of a tortured soul. You never know. And then I'm also giving like I said, a scene from To All the Boys I've Loved Before, where Laura Jean and I think his name is Peter Kavinsky, they're fake dating in the movie, in the books, whatever you want to call it, because they're both, okay? And she goes to this party. I'm getting the scene where they go to the party for the first time, and Peter's like, let down your hair. Like, he pulls out her scrunchie and like ruffles out her hair and says, you look better with your hair out. Because she's trying to like blend in with everyone, because Peter Kavinsky is a part of the cool kids and Laura Jean is not, but he's trying to make her feel comfortable and, blend in with everyone. So he's telling her, let your hair down, just let loose, have a little bit of fun. And I think that's like one of the first times she thinks this could be somewhat real. I don't know, because like for a guy to be like, oh, you look better with your hair down, he's thought about it, right? He's thought about whether you look good with your hair up or down. He has looked at you and been like, okay, I like her better when her hair is down and she's more attractive that way. That made it seem like, okay, it's not just a game anymore. It's actually, it could be something real. The feelings started becoming more real. So when I saw this card here, it was giving me that flash from the movie. And I haven't watched those movies in the longest time. So that could be something very specific, okay? You could be someone who's nerdy and studious and the popular kid comes and looks at you, or you're someone who's more quiet and keeps to yourself, and so is this person. You know what I mean? It depends on the situation. But that's the vibe that I'm getting from this here, because we have the library here with the King of Swords, and we can learn important things from one another. It's giving this is them watching you. You're studying, minding your business, typing in the computer in the library, and the cool kid come in and he's trying to get a book for class and sees you studying there, and maybe the tropes in the books where the guy is flunking out of school and he propositions the smart girl and says, if you teach me how to do this, we can fake date, and there's something in it for her, whatever it may be, money, prestige, who the frick knows. And then they start fake dating, right? And then it turns into something real, okay? That could be something. What I mean, or what I said earlier, this person may not be your type. It could be you don't usually date cute, closed off guys. You date the funny, nerdy, open guys, and you're dating someone who's a little more closed off, right? So I think this person could be someone who likes to spend time by themselves, but they make you happy. This person could be like in the theater program as well, because we have, this is my theater card where she just signed up for an audition and she's like, oh my gosh, so anxious to figure out if she got the part or not, okay? So it could be giving movie, like that's why it keeps coming through, TV, movie, book kind of energy. It's giving that vibe, okay? And then we have the Emperor here, which says being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. So this person could be closed off because they have a lot of responsibility in their life. But yeah, this is supposed to be the Who. We have Aries energy coming through here. And then, like I said, we have Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy coming through here, okay? Each of those signs have their own, like, quirks to it, so I don't want to get into each and every one of them. But Gemini can be, like, the really smart, the witty, funny guy, okay? Aquarius is the quiet guy who's friends with everyone but doesn't let anyone get too close. And then we have Libra, which is the overall flirt, very charismatic. This person can have all of those things, okay? But I do believe that King of Swords is mainly Aquarius vibes, so that's what I meant by the could be very friendly with everyone, but it's hard for people to get close to this one person, okay? Then we have the Devil, toxic witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give, okay? Interesting. And it's funny how I was talking about a proposition where they need something from you, but you may not need something from them. That could be what this instance is talking about. They're taking more than what they usually get. But the Devil just means temptation in general. And it's like something you shouldn't want, but you still want. And that's what this person could be. Something you know is bad for you. The Devil could also represent taboo. Like I said, this person could be older. They could be a teacher, they could be a supervisor, they could be whatever, the cool kid, and it's kind of out of your comfort zone to be kissing them because you're the nerd. It's kind of giving High School Musical vibes with Gabrielle and Troy, where he was the cool, popular kid, and she was very smart, but also very pretty. And everyone was kind of like, no, you're messing up the status quo by being with him. And what's her name? Sharpay was mad because she thought that she meant to be with him. Since when are theater kids cool, honestly? Sharpay really was trying to play herself, because since when are theater kids cool? She was a theater kid and she thought she was going to get Troy. Anyway, that's the kind of energy coming through. Something that's out of your comfort zone, not of the status quo, not your usual type or vibe this person's coming through as. Okay, so I do want to get some cards from this to see what else we can figure out about this kiss and this person. Okay, please, Spirit, can you give us a little bit more before we get into the how will you feel leading up to it in the moment and after? Okay, we have pets. Getting a new pet, giving a current pet more love. Maybe this could, happen when you're walking your pet. I don't know. You can meet this person while walking your pet. Here we have manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. That could be what this person represents as well. Something that kind of seems a little bit too good to be true. And then we have challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. Very interesting. That could be something you're doing when you meet this person, or that could be what this person is doing when you meet them, okay? But especially with this Devil card coming out, this is someone who's working on themselves, okay? And Devil is Capricorn energy, so that's also kind of playing into the whole stoic, maybe scary, don't F with me vibe, because Aries is the Emperor, and that's also a same vibe that these signs tend to carry, like a little bit intense, should I talk to him? Is he even open? Can I talk to her? Is she interested? That kind of thing. Okay, so it's something you're manifesting, and your pets could help you with this person. I love how we have this dog sitting here barking in the car like, ruff, 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 your person's right here kind of energy, but she's looking up, right? She ain't even worried. Did the light turn off? No, it's still there. I saw the light get dim. Okay, so now we're going to move on to the feeling. We can leave these here. Why not? Because I'm using another deck for the how will you feel energy, okay? Just because I love this deck. It's still new to me, but she's so cute. I love her. Like I said, this person could be a loner, because this is supposed to be them, and the Toxic Witches does kind of talk about someone. Well, in the card, it's looking like someone who's away from everyone else, who feels kind of like distant from the rest of the pack kind of energy, so loner energy. And the Emperor is definitely an authority figure, so this person gonna be telling you what to do, child, right? This person's very masculine as well, okay? In looks, in stature, in energy, very masculine, whether this person is a feminine or a girl or a boy, I should say. Female, male, non-binary, they're giving very masculine vibes, okay? Which is why they're kind of seeing you as prey, I feel like, with this person. Which is why you got to be careful with this Devil card coming through. Okay. A little not good for you, this person could be. But this is just a kiss. This is not, you don't got to marry this person, okay? So just sometimes you got to let loose and have fun. Laura Jean. Okay, that's one thing Peter helped her do. Let loose and have fun. And then he kind of turned into a decent guy at the end, okay? So let's get some cards for how will you feel leading up to the kiss. That was fast. Emotions will be running high, I feel. We have Page of Pentacles. You're going to be feeling, because you're younger than this person. That's all I'm going to say. Whether it's by 1 year, a few months, whatever. This person's giving older, more experience, and you're a little bit nervous leading up to the kiss because we have Page of Pentacles, but you're also eager to learn. Okay, you're eager to learn, because Page of Pentacles is an energy of eager to learn or move forward or get somewhere, you know what I mean? It's kind of like an intern at a company who they're willing to do anything to kind of get ahead and get up in the company. So that's what's coming through for how you're going to be feeling leading up to it, okay? A little nervous, a little shy, but very eager to learn, eager to what, please, okay? Okay, let me stop. Thank you. Can I get one more card for how they're going to be feeling leading up to the kiss? How many cards is this? You're going to be feeling very aroused is what I'm getting as well. Look at these same freaking cards coming through again, guys. I am done. We have the Emperor and we have the King. This is the Knight of Swords, though. We have the Emperor coming through again. Yeah, there's something here about you maybe initiating the kiss, because this is how you're feeling, okay? The Emperor is someone who takes charge, the authority figure. So you may catch this person off guard and kind of like, sneak a kiss. You know what I mean? Which is why afterwards you're looking all shy. Look at how he's looking at the God. Like, looking down, hand to the mouth. How funny. Like, stop it. Like, did I do that? Yes, you did. Okay, own it. Period. Okay, we have that coming through. We have the Emperor, so like aggressive, how you're going to be feeling leading up to it. You're going to want it. Okay, like I said, at the bottom of the deck or somewhere I saw the King of Wands, and that's an energy of like, I'm just going to go for it and see what happens. You know what I mean? Love that. Love that. Okay. And then we have the Knight of Swords. So how you're going to be feeling before it. Maybe you get a little nervous and just start talking. You know how people get like, what do they call it? Nervous chatter. That kind of energy is coming through. Okay. Knight of Swords is also very determined to get what they want. So I do believe you could be the one starting or giving this first kiss. You're kind of like, I'm done waiting for you to give me a kiss. Like, come here. You know what I mean? You're the aggressor, essentially. Because look at how this person is dead set. Their eyes are very determined. Their eyes are just like, I'm going to get this. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. So leading up to the kiss, you're going to want it. And if you have to be the first one to give it, you're going to be the first one to give it. Okay? Let's keep going. How are they going to be feeling during the kiss, please, Spirit? How are they going to be feeling during the kiss? You are very attracted to this person. I mean, who could not be? Because we have the Emperor. Okay, we have the Devil, which represents attraction. Okay, physical attraction. It represents sex, all that good stuff sometimes. Okay, but sex appeal, all that kind of stuff. And then we have the King of Swords here, who has his own little, attractiveness to him. You know what I mean? Someone who's very smart, intelligent, knows their stuff. You know what I mean? Whether you would call that a nerd or someone who's just very experienced, period. How they feel during the kiss, please, Spirit. We have the Page of Cups. Look at this. Your feelings are deepening. You're catching feelings, okay? You're just developing a crush on this person. The Page of Cups represents a crush, in my opinion, or somebody where you can see yourself being like emotionally attached to them. There's potential. It's the vibe that's coming through with the Page of Cups, okay? There's potential. And look at how she's trying to give her all, okay? This may be a very wet kiss because we have cups coming through for during the kiss, right? And I love how we see like this fish sticking out of the cup is kind of giving me frog energy. So it's giving me Princess and the Frog. So this person may be, like I said, not the most attractive person around, but you're still burning for them. That's all that matters. Okay. Especially if this person's stimulating your mind. Especially if this person saves you from something, because you're sitting here by yourself, the devil coming through, you know what I mean? Oh, your drink is gone. I never realized that her drink was empty while the other girls still have full drinks. Maybe that could be something. Maybe this person could struggle with addiction. You know what I mean? But I'm getting the vibe of if this person does come and save you from something and they see you with friends who aren't making you feel yourself, they come and give you a little compliment, tell you to smile, that kind of thing. It can be annoying depending on how men do it. Because I know as a girl, when the guy's like, oh, smile, I'm like, you're getting the illest side eye. You're not getting a smile from me, sir. But this person could do it in a cute way or a suave way. And you're kind of like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll smile. And then it leads to a conversation, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? And the more this person asks the right questions, give you the right compliments, the heat starts building, right? Okay, you see, I'm building a story here. Follow me. Are you with me? Okay. Let us see. During the kiss, we have the Artist. Ooh, someone's taking artistic liberties in this kiss. Someone is doing something the other person did not expect, okay? Maybe somebody sticks a tongue in a little bit too soon. Maybe someone like grabs some cheeks from, pulls you closer to the person. There's something here about taking artistic liberties where you weren't expecting someone to do something where they put their own little spin on it. Maybe this person likes to bite the bottom lip, right? Everyone doesn't do that, okay? You know what I mean? Maybe like to stop and give little small kisses, then go back in. Maybe there's a slow, maybe there's a fast, maybe there's all fast and slow. Like this person starts sipping from your lips. Like, stop playing. I'm setting a scene here. This person here, or this kiss, you during this kiss is going to be like, okay, this person's quite talented with their tongue, with their lips, whatever you want to call it. Their hands are roaming. You know what it's giving me? Whether you've seen the show or not, okay? You can go look it up on YouTube, TikTok, whatever. The kiss between Nick and Landria, okay, on Love Island season 7, guys, in The Hideaway, okay? The first official kiss they have on the season where she is like snatching his soul. He is dazed. Her lipstick is all over his face, and that man looks taken. Okay, taken in the best way. His soul was snatched, okay? And she's like affected, but not as affected as him. So it could be something like that. You could take artistic liberties, right? Or this person, whatever you want. But someone does something the other person is expecting, or the kiss is way better than you guys imagined. And now this person, like when you guys pull apart, is kind of like the look Nick has on his face. After Landria pulls away from him, look it up. You'll be able to find it. You don't have to watch the season to know what's going on. Just watch it. It's very heated, okay? Especially if you're starting the kiss, I feel like if this person's like, oh, okay, you're kissing me first, and then you're like, maybe you could be manhandling them when they're not expecting it. Oh, Lord. Yeah, they're not expecting what's going to come their way. So, yeah. And then we have the 10 of Wands, okay? During the kiss, you know what Wands gives me, or when we're talking about certain subjects, it's definitely giving passion is like at its highest, at its crescendo. We're ready to kind of like burst into flames. That's the energy that comes through, okay? It could also be manhandling, because when I do my 18 plus readings and the 10 of Wands comes out, that's my manhandling card. This person's throwing you every which way, right? So if you're the one kissing and this is how you feel in the moment, you feel like very just like aggressive. You could be biting them. You could be grabbing their cheeks. You could be grabbing their face. You could be the aggressor. You could be the more masculine energy in this kiss. And this person's like, whoa. Right? Like, I'm not used to women, men, whatever you want to call it, kissing me this passionately. Because 10 of Wands is like, okay, the passion is built up to its crescendo, and there's nothing better or nothing else to do except to release it. This is the end of it. We've been building up the heat all this whole kiss, right? Okay? That's the energy coming from this card. But the artist is like, you're going to rock their world for sure. I don't know if they're rocking your world, but if the kiss is good for them, it could be good for you too. I'm not sure how that goes. The kiss can be good for one person, not the other person. So it just really depends. But I feel like how you're feeling in the moment is you're hot for this person. Real hot. And they're just like, whew. You could be imagining a future with them while they're kissing you. And I feel like, okay, so because most of my watchers are female, I feel like if you initiated the kiss, this must have been, they had you thinking about it for the longest time. They were holding back. They were taking forever. They could be more shy. And you're the more outgoing one. You just kind of go and kiss them because they probably would never done it themselves. That kind of thing. You never know. But just take a resonates, okay? That's the kind of energy coming through here. And while you're doing this, it's like, this person's like, look, this guy is naked here in the artist. Like, bro is like unclothed, okay? And he's just, painting this picture. So I don't know what's going on. A lot of tongue use is what I'm getting. It could be in a good way or a bad way, but I feel like because we have the 10 of Wands and that is like a heat and a build up, it's not that bad, It's not that bad. It just needs a little shaping. So maybe you're going to be teaching them how to kiss, but I don't know. Maybe they're going to be teaching you. I'm not sure, because this person's coming through as a teacher with the King of Swords here. And you're coming through as the seeker, the adventurer, the one who's looking for something, because you're coming through as a Knight of Swords in the how you feel leading up to it. It's kind of like, oh, this person thinks they're in control, let me show them. And then you do, okay? You could teach them some things. People who seem to know everything can still learn a new thing or two. You know what I mean? Okay. But there's something about painting a picture here. You're imagining what could be coming after this kiss, honestly. So you're hot, right, for this person. Okay, I'm hearing hot for teacher. Please relax. Oh, Lord. Okay, now how are you going to be feeling after this kiss? Please, Spirit. How will they be feeling after this kiss? My group ones, how are they going to be feeling after this kiss? This is the longest cards I've taken, the whole reading. How are they going to be feeling after this kiss, please? Whew, that card just flew the flip out. We have the Moon. You're going to be dazed. I'm hearing that song by Rule. Is it Rule? Good, I've been dazed and confused from the day I met you. I'm losing my head and I'll do it again. Even something, da-na-na, got me loose in my mind. There's something about you that's got me dazed and confused. Dazed and Confused by Rule is coming through. That's what this is giving me afterwards. Look at her. She's imagining things. She's dreaming of things. She's fantasizing, daydreaming, like that kind of thing. This is going to be a kiss you remember. I'm just going to put it like that, right? Whether it was you, it's remembered for being good or bad. I'm going to put some cards for the type of kiss because we need to know if this is a good kiss or a bad kiss. From what I'm getting so far, it's good, right? So you're going to be thinking about it after. We have Six of Pentacles. So everybody got what they wanted from this kiss, okay? And right under that, we have the Ace of Cups. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Four of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands. Like, it's giving, this is not stopping there. It's leading to more. So y'all gonna be getting, yeah, okay. This ain't supposed to be that kind of reading. This is what happens during the kiss, and we're leaving it at that. But the Six of Pentacles is you got what you wanted, they got what they wanted. So whether you started the kiss or they did, but I'm thinking you did, y'all both wanted it, right? And someone needs to take initiative, okay? Oh my. But yeah, everybody got what they wanted. Here we have the Ace of Cups. Now y'all both feelings have been, okay, unlocked, right? I'm hearing fanny flutters. Kisses do that? Okay. Eight of Wands, things gonna move fast from there. It could lead to more. This could be the first kiss that kind of sparks the connection between you guys and leads to commitment and like more, and like not just, okay, it may lead to y'all getting down and dirty. No, it could lead to a real connection. This next kiss you guys are gonna be having. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune, a change in the weather. A drop in the ocean's coming through again. This song has been harassing somebody here. A few people, a group of people, I don't know what it is. But a drop in the ocean by, I can't remember if it's Ron Pope or John Pope, okay? But a drop in the ocean, a change in the weather. I was hoping that you and me might end up together. It's like wishing for rain as I stand in the desert. And I need you here closer than most because you are my heaven. And then he goes on to say, heaven doesn't feel that far away anymore. Heaven doesn't feel far away. So this kiss is going to feel like heaven. That's what this artist card is kind of giving me for real, though. It's like a release as well, because you've been carrying these feelings for so long in the moment of the kiss, which is what this section right here is for. It's like everything you've been fantasizing about is coming to life. Everything you've been manifesting, literally painting, you know, writing, scripting, whatever you want to call it, in your mind, your imagination for your next kiss with this person or soulmate, whatever, is right here. You're going to realize that. And then didn't we have manifest in these cards? We did. Manifest came through for you guys. Tell the universe exactly what you want. This next kiss is going to be the kiss you've been manifesting for who knows how long, okay? But it's going to lead to definitely more, because the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Wands alone is talking about fate, and it's talking about fated connections with them coming out together. And the Eight of Wands is it's going to happen fast, okay? I'm hearing incoming. I think that is from Hamilton, where the guy is like, is it Guns and Ships? Where he's like, incoming, and then someone is like, so something, they're gonna something and something, since this is something, and the guy in the background is just like rah, you know what I mean? That's the kind of energy coming through. It's like you're in the middle of war and all these things are happening in so many different places, but you're locked into this one moment, right? There's cannons going off, there's guns, there's ships, you don't know what's going on, but you're locked in, you know what I mean? But the Eight of Wands is that kind of energy, okay? All at once, unexpected, fast, quick, and in a hurry. So this kiss may be fast or just like, you know, very heated. Interesting. Okay, so we'll leave these cards out here because why the frick not? Now I'm going to go back to this deck here and see what else comes out. What type of kiss will this be? Okay, that was fast. We have Knight of Cups. Yeah, feelings. I think that song is coming through. Is it Feelings by Lennon Stella? I think there's a song called Feelings by Lennon Stella. It says Knight of Cups, romanticize the present moment. Yeah, that's what's going to be happening. That's what I'm getting with all these cards coming together. You're going to be very much like, oh, this is like a fantasy. Is this even real kind of energy? And like I said, I wanted this to be as realistic as possible, but the card said no. So it's giving fairy tale movie kiss, right? And we have Queen of Wands. You're going to be feeling yourself. Okay, this person can be very complimentary after the fact or during the kiss. You know what I mean? I'm hearing like a groan of satisfaction or approval that leads to like this person like pushing up against you more or holding your waist tighter or pulling you into them or pushing you against the wall or something. Okay? something a little spicy thrown in there that have you really feeling yourself. Was the way you came in, you kissed them first of all, and then you're like really giving it your all. This person's like, okay, cut the tapes, like, because this is gonna get naughty real quick, right? This person, and they kind of like have you feeling very like, okay, period, you know what I mean? Have you guys seen that meme where it's like a blonde lady, and I think she's wearing a red dress, and she like has like the smallest waist, no hips, just a cartoon like meme or gif, and she's just like dancing, like waving her hips, going in a circle, just enjoying her life. That's how this card always gives me that. You know what I mean? You're going to be reapplying your lipstick like, yeah, I know I did that. Period. Okay. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. The type of kiss. Gone. I just heard Gone with the Wind. Take your breath away. Interesting. So I'm like, what is that? This kiss ain't giving you're going to walk away, never turn back. Like, that's not what this is giving. This type of kiss is giving. If your life feels stale, explore some new scenery. This person's representing that new scenery. It's you like choosing that fairy tale because you walked away from subpar. The 8 of Cups can represent subpar, and you're walking away to what? Find your 9 of Cups, which is what? Your wish come true. Yeah, so you're manifesting this kiss where it's going to be heated, passionate, hot, spicy. And it's going to be like very like physical is what I'm getting. So there's going to be grabbing, there's going to be lip biting, there's going to be, I'm not getting saliva full, which is like really good to me because I don't like too much spit. That's dirty. In my opinion, you can like that, and that could be something that's coming through. But I feel like it's not going to be like sloppy. It's going to be like you know, like a rubber band pulled to the max it could go. Very tension filled kind of kiss where you can feel this person holding back and they can feel you holding back, because if y'all were to really go at it, it's going to be not safe for work. Okay. Anywho. And then we have the High Priestess. The type of kiss is going to be very interesting. A lot of water energy coming through. We have the 9 of Cups, 8 of Cups, and the High Priestess is Pisces energy. So it's getting very much in your head. Your thoughts are going to be very loud, you know? What it's giving me? You know, eclipse. I think it's eclipse where I think Edward spills the beans that that Bella finally said yes to getting married, and Jacob hears and runs off in a tantrum-filled stupor, and then here goes Bella running after his doofy behind, and then he's like, you're married, whatever, and then she's like, kiss me. That's the only way to make him stay. Then he kisses her dumb behind, and they kiss and whatever, and then she come back to freaking Edward looking stupid and doofy. Like, I hate that. I hate that movie so much. Like, for that scene alone. Okay, but anyway, and she's like, oh, did you see? And he's like, she said, did you hear? One of those. And he's like, no, but Jacob's thoughts are pretty loud. You know what I mean? That's the kind of thing that I'm hearing where you, I don't know if it's going to be like grunts and groans specifically. It could be, but it's kind of giving that, how can I describe it, y'all? Like, the intention is quite clear. Like, you can't see what's going on, but everyone can hear it. Or you can't hear what's going on, but you can see it. It's going to be one of those, okay? So that's what's coming through for you guys. This could be something you saw coming, this kiss. You knew it was going to happen, which is why you were... See, it is premeditated. Y'all went out this day, whether it's a date or whatever. You went out this day saying, I'm going to have a kiss today. And the first person you found, or the person you were going on a date with, whatever, this Queen of Wands is giving me the energy of you're getting ready for a date. And we also have another animal pawing at your dress. Again, we have the dog in the 3 of Wands, and we have the cat in the 8 of Wands, okay? So you're getting ready for a date, the anticipation is high, that kind of thing. This person's definitely excited to see you if the 3 of Wands is an indication, okay? They're already thinking these thoughts of the devil's coming out as well. But it's like you go out determined to have a kiss, whether it's a date you're going on or you're just going out getting cute, going out of the town, it doesn't matter. The High Priestess, you knew this was going to happen. It was premeditated, okay? You heard me, okay? And the High Priestess says, when in doubt, your first gut feeling can always be trusted. So you knew it was the right time. They may not have known, but you followed your gut, and it turned out great for everyone, honestly, okay? Okay, so let's get some oracle cards and I'm going to end the reading. Okay, didn't expect it to be this long, but we got all the tea, right? Their next kiss, please, Spirit. What more can you tell us about Group 1's next kiss? We have north, south, east, and west. This is giving Wheel of Fortune vibes. Sorry, just trying to make sure the light is still on. We have the sun and the moon. We have north, south, east, and west. It's kind of like a all-encompassing feeling. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next deck. So we don't need too much detail. We got enough detail during the reading. Group 1, please, Spirit, their next kiss. What more can you tell us about their next kiss? We have Shapeshifter. Interesting. Can we have one more card? This is giving someone plotting, guys. Y'all are going to be a mess. I can't with y'all right now because the way she is lurking under this water, like they're not going to be expecting it. But yeah, this could be a second date, third date, whatever. You weren't expecting to like this person and you're still dating them, or this is your third date and you haven't kissed yet and you're like, yeah, today's the day. And then we have Find Your Voice. So maybe you asked for the kiss. Maybe you asked them if you can kiss them. I think this is also celebration here. But so you're going to have a good time. This kiss is going to be cute, okay? That's all you need to know. You kind of sound the alarm and tell them, so you're going to kiss me yet? That kind of thing. And then they do. And that's how it ends. That's the end. The end. Okay? So I hope this reading resonated for whoever's watching it. Let me know if it did. And look at how we have this guy all the way in the back lost at sea. I didn't realize that. This man is lost at sea. And she's sitting here plotting like, yeah, I'm going to go. He has no idea. Ciao. Anywho, yeah. If this reading resonated, like, comment, subscribe, join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group 2s. Welcome to your reading. Today we're going to be getting into, or in today's reading, we're going to be getting into your next kiss. Who will it be with? How will you feel leading up to the kiss, during the kiss, after the kiss? And then what type of kiss will it be overall? Okay, so we're going to get straight into the who. Okay, will your next kiss be with? Because we need to know everything. I'm that kind of person. I want to know everything. Who will their next kiss be with, please, Spirit? Who will their next kiss be with? My group 2s, please, Spirit. Who will their next kiss be with? Will it be with somebody new, somebody they already know? Let's see. And I hope you're not watching this if you already have a person. Because I mean, that's cute and everything, but come on now. You already know your next kiss is going to be who is going to be with and all that, okay? So we have the King of Cups. I love how Spirit is giving me specific archetype cards in the deck. I love that because it can give me more information to give you. So the first card that came out is the Knight of Cups. Then we have the King of Cups. Oh my gosh. So this is someone you have a crush on. This is giving me someone you have a crush on. So it's someone you already know or know of, okay? You don't have to know them personally because most crushes, you don't know them personally. You just see them from afar across the room. You see them at your coffee shop every day. You see them in the classroom, whatever you want it to be. You see them at work, you know what I mean? And you're like, oh, that person's cute, but you don't know them personally. You know, the others of you, you may know them personally. They could be a friend or someone you know, but you haven't told them you have a crush on them, okay? But either way, you have a crush on this person, okay? So you know of them. You know their name at least, what they look like. So this reading may just be confirmation. We have water signs coming through hot and heavy in this reading. So we have Cancer, we have Scorpio, and then we have Pisces. Sorry, I blanked. This is enough about who this person is. We have the Seven of Swords. Interesting. And then we have the Page of Swords. So swords and cups. Swords and cups. That's funny. It's reminding me of the song that was coming through. I don't think it was actually the song that was coming through. It's reminding me of Guns and Ships from Hamilton, where it's like we have one, then we have another one. We have guns and we have ships. Okay, so we have Knight of Cups, which says romanticize the present moment every chance you get. Okay, so there could be some romantic feelings this person had. This person could have a crush on you as well. You know what I mean? You guys both have a crush on each other. Whether things have gone far or not, there's like here. Okay. There could be lust, but I'm getting more so like real feelings. You know what I mean? Then we have the King of Cups, which is someone who cares about you, okay, at least, at the very least, honestly. The Knight of Cups is someone who wants to pursue you romantically. The King of Cups is someone who is holding space emotionally for you, which is a little bit deeper than a crush, I would say, but because the Knight of Cups came out first to say, hey, there's feelings here involved, I guess the King of Cups would be the next logical step, okay? We skipped right off the Queen of Cups and said, hey, we're going right to the King of Cups, okay? This could be someone who's really good at hiding their feelings for you as well. This could be someone you know already. And I mean, I know I said that already, but I mean like someone from the past even. Someone who you've had a, little fling, a little with, whatever you want to call it. Things didn't work out the way you guys wanted it to, or they were too scared, or who knows, the age-old tale. If you know, in separation, you're not communicating, whatever the heck y'all want to call it, okay? I don't like that energy in my readings because I went through that whole hullabaloo for so long in my life. I'm not trying to have it in my readings, but some people are truly in separation. Their person just needs a little bit of time, whatever you want to call it. I have no patience for that personally, because you're either ready to settle down now or I'm leaving, period. But for those of you who may be in separation, no contact, this could be someone who you're in separation with and you're not talking to right now. Others of you, it's someone you just have a little bit of a crush on. But the King of Cups is someone who's really good at hiding his emotions, concealing them. He's feeling them, right? But will you know he's feeling them? Not really. Not unless he wants you to, okay? So they're good at, I'm hearing like self-preservation. So, or it wasn't really that. What is it called? Someone who like keeps less for themselves. Is this self-deprecation? It's not that either. I'm hearing also self-flagellation. Okay, like what the heck? Self-sacrificing. There it is. So many selves coming through. This person could be like having like an identity struggle, but they could be like healing like really hardcore on a like cellular level, because we have self-deprecating, we have like, self-sacrificing. What was the first one that came out? I forget. But so many things about the self coming through with this person. So they can be like a very deep feeler, deep thinker already with the cups coming through. That is like confirming that. But there's something here about them like not thinking they deserve certain things, whatever you want to call it, which could lead to separation, no contact, because they don't know how to express how they're feeling, or whatever you want to call it. But King of Cups, these feelings are deep. Okay, so some of you, this may be a crush. Others of you, this may be someone you know and you already have deep feelings for, and they have deep feelings for you, but they suck at showing it. Or they don't. Just take what resonates for y'all, child. Honestly, we'll see what keeps coming through. We have the Seven of Swords. Nope, they're good at hiding it. Seven of Swords kind of prove that. Yeah, thank you, Spirit. I forgot this card came out, child, because I'm dead focused on this King of Cups. This King of Cups has a lot to say. And I love how she's blushing in the card while pouring coffee or tea. So in the morning times or in the evenings, when they're drinking something or in their house, they're thinking of you, okay, and blushing. So there are, like I said, deep feelings here, okay. Whether they be surface level or not, because some people would think they have deep feelings for someone, they actually don't. But like I said, we're not going to get that deep here. This person is really deep. They overthink to the point of like exhaustion. So this person's in the kitchen and they thinking about you while they're pouring their coffee, blushing, which is, I think, adorable, honestly. And then we have the Seven of Swords. So someone who could be potentially hiding feelings from you. You could have a crush on them. They have a crush on you. Do you know? No. I guess now you do, if you know who this is. But we'll get some more cards to, get a really on who this person is. So the Seven of Swords says, are your actions really as selfless as you think? And this is the perfect freaking card. The Seven of Swords is about someone who is really good at keeping things close to their chest. They're good at sneaking around and people not knowing about it. But I love that I was talking about all this self stuff. And we have, are your actions truly as selfless as you think? This person thinks they're protecting you by keeping things to themselves because they may not think they're perfect or ready for a relationship or whatever. So they're not telling you they like you, which is so annoying because that's not only your decision to make. Like, are you not like, I'm getting too passionate about this because I hate people who do that. Like, if you like me, let's figure it out. Do not say, oh, I like you, but I don't want to hear none of that. We can try things out. If it doesn't work out, at least we can say we tried. There's nothing worse than someone who doesn't give you a chance to see where things go. People that piss me off. because now I'm stuck for the rest of my life wondering what could have been. You're stuck for the rest of your life pining and saying, maybe I should have gave it a shot, when you could have just gave it a shot. This person's scared to live or scared to act, scared to do stuff. They feel very deeply, but I'm not getting many wands here. You know what I mean? So they could be scared to act or scared to take, scared to give themselves something. Cha, don't piss me off. But anyway, that's what this is giving. I love that the selfless card came out, because you think you're being selfless when you're really hurting both of you. So this could be someone you have a deep connection with, like I said, or someone who is still surface level, but it's a crush. And crushes can be very, heart consuming, if you will. Okay, and then we have the Page of Swords. So we have curiosity is a type of magic. So someone who's curious about you at the very least. You know what I mean? Someone has a crush on you. They're curious about you. When they think about you, they're blushing. They think by not telling you they're being selfless or protecting you from whatever. And that may not be the case, okay? So we have these cards coming out. And let's get some more cards from this deck here to see if there's anything else we need to know about this person. Please, Spirit, can you give us more context of who this next case is going to be with? Please, Spirit, we need more context. We have date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. Somebody could be asking you out. So this kiss may happen on a date. Sorry, my whole yitties just bumped into the phone camera. That could be a thing. That could be something that happens. That is funny. I was trying to protect the cards from falling, and instead, I titty bumped the camera. And the girls are pretty. Y'all seen them before my past readings. They be there, so I'm not surprised. Here we have Mercury retrograde. That's my confirmation that some of you may not be in contact with this person, or this person could be someone you're not in contact with, but they're coming back. That's what Mercury retrograde signifies. And then we have water sign. So this person is a water sign. Yeah. Or they have huge water sign placements at the very least. You know what I mean? So water sign is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. So the kiss is going to be full of emotion at least, Okay, they're hiding deep feelings for you, for real. Ooh, see, I didn't mean to say hiding, but either way, whether it's a crush or someone they're hiding feelings for you, period, okay? And then we have Mercury retrograde, electronic issues, communication issues, review everything, okay? So y'all know y'all have heard it before. Mercury retrograde is when the exes come back. You know what I mean? So for some of you, this could be someone who, like I said, you have past connections with, an ex. For others of you, some people, they weren't your ex, but y'all had, dealings. A situationship, whatever you want to call it, someone from your past, or some of you, others of you, someone who's new. Either way, if you know their zodiac sign or their big three, it's a water sign. There you go. But this person could be asked you on a date. They're finally putting there, because they've been thinking, child, I'm blushing when I'm thinking of her, him, or them. You know what I mean? Am I truly being selfless by not letting us get to see where this goes? And then, the Page of Swords, which is kind of okay, I'm curious enough to take that leap and see where it goes. Just a small little date. It doesn't have to be a whole future together, but let's see where things go at the very least. So we have that out the way. So we're going to put these, I guess, in the corner so we can kind of refer back to them. But the Knight of Cups, King of Cups, Seven of Swords, Page of Swords. Now we're going to get into how you feel leading up to the kiss. So we know who this person is. I think you guys know who this person is. And okay, are y'all shaking things up? Yeah, this could be earth shattering is what I just heard. So you may not be expecting contact from this person, and they just message you and ask you on a date, do you want to go out? Do you want to see that I want to talk to you? Do you have time to see me? Whatever. And it could be someone you haven't heard from in the longest time, or it could be, like I said, someone you've been pining for, but you never thought they would ask you out, and they finally do. And it's when you get that one DM from them, that text, your heart kind of stops, And it's excitement, but also fear. What do they want? Or when you're texting someone you like, and they message you, and you're like, oh, what did they say? Or like I said, someone who you haven't talked to in a long time, you're kind of like, oh, what did they say? There's a difference, okay? Or what do they want? Depending. So what can you tell me about how will my group twos be feeling leading up to this kiss? This Page of Swords also represents some kind of travel or initiation, and the pages are also messages. So yeah, most likely this is someone you could be talking to right now, texting, DMing, whatever you want to call it. Or if you're not, and this is someone who you're in separation from, they will be messaging you first, because this is who they are, okay? The Page of Swords is just like a, a little poke. Like, oh, do you want to talk? Couldn't we used to do that on Facebook? You could poke someone. That's funny. A little poke to see if you're gonna, respond. A little message, like a hi or something. And if you respond, like, okay, yeah, let me ask her out for real, Anyway, let's keep going. How will my group 2s feel leading up to this kiss, please? Okay. It will be a date. That's cute, though. At least they have the decency to do that, at least, the very least. I keep saying that. This person could have done the bare minimum. And you're like, this is the least you can do for what you put me through. At the very least, you can take me on a date. Instead of messaging me saying, what's up, you want to hook up? Like, I will stab you. Okay, I will. I will do it for you, group 2. Because I don't like this. Anyway, we have, leading up to the kiss, we have 9 of Cups. So you like this person back. Okay. They did you wrong, whatever you want to call it. You like them back, and I'm getting excited. Just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, we can say whatever you want to say. We're never going to talk to them again. We hate them, da-da-da-da. But this person, you're going to be very happy to see them leading up to the kiss. This is something you've always wanted, and they're not holding themselves back anymore. Therefore, you don't have to hold back anymore. Now you're finally like, okay, we can see where things go. So very exciting. Like, I'm hearing, you give me shivers. That song by Ed Sheeran. I want to be that guy. I want to kiss your eyes. I want to feel that smile. I want to something, whatever. I want to go there all day and all night. Yeah, you got me singing like, ooh, I love it when you do it like that. And when you touch, give me the shivers. So you're going to be with this person feeling the shivers, getting excited. Like, there's some chemistry here. And chemistry with deep emotion, things are going to happen, I tell you. So let's see. Can I get one more card again for how they will be feeling leading up to it? We have Justice. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. I didn't want this to be reconciliation so bad, but it's giving that. You're finally getting your just desserts. You're finally getting your chance to see if things can actually go somewhere with this person. And like I said, even if it's just a crush, this could be someone you've been crushing on for years, months, centuries. Okay, and you're finally getting your chance to go on a date with them, to see them, to be with them in a romantic sense again. Or just period, if this is the first time. Like, it's giving that vibe. Oh, I love this. Why did I say this was 9 of Cups and this is King of Cups? I'm bug-a-lugging. I read that completely wrong. But 9 of Cups came through either way. So I'm gonna keep that. But for how you feel leading up to it, we have King of Cups. So someone who is like, your emotions are being tended to. Tended to? Yes. Your emotions are being taken care of. Your emotions are being given their justice. You know what I mean? And you see how this person came out as the King of Cups, right? It's giving this person gonna play a big part. And I guess, of course they would, because they're gonna be who you're having the kiss with. But maybe it's giving you're both on the same page, because you're coming through to King of Cups and they're coming through to King of Cups. So maybe you're a water sign as well. Okay, because we did have water sign coming out to clarify here, actually. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I do believe, you see how we have this water sign here, and we have this moon that's not fully filled in. It's giving me, which is the moon that's getting bigger? It's giving me a wane waxing moon. I want to say something gibbous, so it could be a waxing gibbous moon or whatever, but I believe waxing is when the moon's getting bigger and we're getting to that full moon, we're getting to that climax moment. Okay, period, in all senses of the word. Okay, and that's what this is kind of giving me. It's not full yet. It's getting bigger. The emotions are coming to a head. Okay, so this could be you cussing them out, and finally when you fully explode on this person, ask them why they did what they did, and you finally get your explanation from them, it leads to like a explosion of a kiss or something like that, period. You know what I'm talking about. There's anger there, there's passion, there's deep feelings, there's hurt. You meet them, you're on a date, whatever, you're asking them, bombarding them with questions. Why did you do this? Or if it's cutesy, and just chill, and it's the first crush thing. It's like, oh, so why did you like me? And also, why did you ask me out? Like, so, what are you looking for? Like, oh, I never thought we'd get here, that kind of thing, whatever. You're asking them questions. Y'all are getting closer throughout the night, slowly inching your cheers closer, or finding ways to touch each other, hold each other, whatever. And then it's kind of like it just happens, okay? You may not be expecting it, but we're going to get to that. You know, we're still in the before, but it's kind of like things are finally coming back into balance. Everything is right in the world. Your feelings, like I said, are being tended to. You're probably getting an apology. If this is someone from the past, you're probably getting some validation. They're showering you with all these good, gushy words. If it's someone who you just met and you have a crush on them, whatever you want it to be, okay? You know what it's kind of giving me? And I don't want to even talk about it because I still have beef. Let me stop. I don't have beef, okay? But anyway, someone that I used to know, okay? From my past, he is very much why I don't like in separation, reconciliation readings, because that's all that I would feed myself for the longest time in order to just like feed whatever little fan or flame was there. And I kept asking all these tarot readers. That's how I got into tarot reading. This man here, he did some child anyway. And like he used to live in New York where I lived, and then he moved away, and then he would like, you know, text me sporadically, you know, sometimes disappear, come back, you know how they do. And then like one time he's like, I'm in New York, like, do you want to meet up? I'm like, oh, sure. And I ran all the way to Manhattan to see this man, and I thought it was just on some friendly type stuff, like just to see each other, you know what I mean? Even though my feelings were not friendly at all, you know. And then we caught up, we were talking, and like the feelings were still there. Like it's just, you know how when you are not with someone and you meet them again, like it's like you catch up and like nothing ended or, you know, stopped or whatever. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, I think we're just meeting up as friends, and all of a sudden I'm being accosted with someone's lips. And I'm like, excuse me, this is not what I signed up for. But I was not mad, y'all. I was like, excuse me. But I'm like, okay, continue. But please, it's kind of like giving, you kiss someone, you stop, you slap them, and then you pull them back in for a kiss and keep kissing them because you want to kiss them. But first it's like, excuse me. Okay, that's what it's kind of giving. That little one, and then I think I've never seen them again since that, and that was like a while ago. But it's giving, they pop in whenever they're ready, but this person's like, okay, do you want to go out, do you want to meet up, we're talking. The very least is that I'm glad he paid for everything. I'm like, I ain't paying for shit, and like, excuse my French, but I'm like, I'm not paying for nothing when you're the one who was doing your thing and playing, you know, hard to get and all this BS, like not talking, disappearing, playing disappearing acts, whatever. But then he came back and everything just like fit right into place, that justice where everything's right in the world again, and my emotions were being tended to. So it's just crazy. These men out here, I tell you, watch out, ladies, okay? But it can be given that for some of you, right? But if it's not like someone you know already, it's giving that date where it was like everything was perfect, you know. I was being walked on the inside of the sidewalk, like even though he was a little kind of drunk, like this guy was like coming at me crazy on the street. He like pulled me away. I never felt so safe. I never felt so feminine. I never felt so, but he was ain't shit. Okay, let's keep that there. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie, he knew how to treat a lady. So all the things aside that he did, this could be a date where you feel like seen, very feminine or very masculine, depending on what you like. You're getting everything you could want from a person. They're paying for something, or you want to pay for them, whatever. Walking on the inside of the sidewalk. I'm telling you, I'm a business, but I feel like it could be helping somebody, okay? Because I usually very against this. And then like he was only in town for one day, guys. He flew in, messaged me. I'm like, okay, yeah, I can meet you up, whatever. We met, like I said, at the bar. We were having a good old time. There was some smooching involved, mind your business, yes. And then we left, and he had to go back that same night. And I was like, okay, I don't have anything else to do. I'll ride with you to the airport. We were on the train. Like I said, he was a little drunk. Like he fell asleep on my shoulder. Like it was the cutest thing. And then when we got off the train, we like sat on the like train. It was deserted, child. We were just like making out like crazy before it was time for him to go. And I did not want to leave that man, child. I was down bad, guys. I was down bad. But it's giving this vibe. I feel like spirit's like, here, purge those energies and use it for good, because that's what this is giving me with this Justice and King of Cups. Like, you never want to leave this person, this date, whatever it may be, right? And then he ended up having to leave, and it was kind of like, no, don't leave. Like in the movies where the hands are touching and they kind of like have to separate, and you're kind of like, no, that kind of thing. But he went back to where he lived now, and it's like, yeah. But anyway, That's what this is kind of giving me, guys. Okay, so I'm sorry for that sidebar, but I feel like it could have helped someone. Maybe one more card for how you're going to be feeling leading up to it. What else can you tell us, please, Spirit? Give us all the tea. It's going to be a cute date, guys, whether it's someone you know or someone you're just getting to know. Nothing? Am I supposed to move on? Okay, one more card. Thank you, Spirit. We have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, you're feeling safe. Oh, this person, you're going to be feeling safe. You're going to be feeling taken care of. You're going to be feeling revered is what I'm hearing as well. So this person, whether, like I said, it's a crush or not, they feel deeply for you. They want to be with you. Okay? So King of Cups, Justin, look at how they're drinking and smiling and whatever. He think he cute. Like, good day, sir. And then we have the Justice cards. The scales are being balanced. We have the owl here, which represents wisdom. So there can be something that's going to be brought to your attention leading up to this kiss that kind of clarifies things for you, and you kind of become more understanding, more open, like where you were kind of negatively against like letting this person in again or letting them in, period. You kind of understand why it took them so long to ask you out, whether they're just crushing or whether it's more serious, whatever. And then you're like, okay, I understand. And then we have this Four of Pentacles, which is someone who is kind of like, look at how she's holding the pentacle. Like, I don't want to let it go. Like, you feel very grounded with this person, okay? So let's keep going. What is going to happen in the moment of the kiss? During the kiss, please, Spirit. You see how those cards flew out? They ready to be heard and seen, child. Okay? I do believe leading up to the kiss, you're going to be like the judge, the jury, and the executioner here. It's up to you. Like, I mean, of course, the ball's in your court is what I meant to say, okay? So here we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yo, look at this. Things changing, things turning. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Guys, don't get drawn back in. Don't get sucked back in. I feel like I'm watching a movie. I'm going crazy. And I'm getting like so excited, like it's a scary movie. You're telling the girl, don't open that door, run, he's in there. Like you're like watching from the outside in, but you can't stop yourself. That can be something coming through. Like you're watching all this happen, but you're like, your body's like, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay, so it's kind of like I said, he kissed me and I'm like, unhand me, sir, and I want to slap him. And then pull him back in because I'm like, okay, let's go, whatever. You know what I mean? That kind of thing could be what happened to the Wheel of Fortune. Is kind of like, no, like things change. And this figure here always gives me death. So it was kind of like the end of you guys being separate and then you guys like choosing to give it a fair shot here. Okay. Interesting. I want one more card though for how would you feel in the moment of the kiss. And then we have the Queen of Swords. Your mind is going to be going. You're going to be very much in your head. Like, should I be doing this? Like, is this a good idea? Like, does this person really like me? Should I be kissing them right now? Like all that kind of stuff. Your mind's going to be going like a mile a minute, you know? Because, of course, when there's a lot of feelings involved, sometimes the mind don't be wanting to mind. The mind be wanting to do what the body wants to do. And that's not always best for your emotional well-being after the fact. Okay? So Wheel of Fortune is like a very fixed energy. So you're going to be very much in the moment. You know, whether this is the last date you have with this person, you never see them again, or this is, things go wrong, whatever you want it to be. I think you're going to be very much in the moment, enjoying every little twist, every turn, every smooch, every caress of tongues, whatever you want to call it. This is giving me the kind of someone is like holding your face kind of kiss and pulling you in, like not want to let you go. It's like, like one person's like, just sitting there, just chilling, and the other person's like, just fully. So this person may be the one who initiates this kiss because I'm getting you. Or there's an energy of someone who's like sitting there, not like, leaning towards them, but you're not touching them or anything. You're just like breathing. Fine dining and breathing. SpongeBob, please. I'm sorry, guys. Please forgive me. But someone's there just breathing, just like, okay, whatever, what's up? Why are you kissing me? Whatever. And then one person's like putting their entire soul into the kiss. And eventually you feel that tether, you feel that tug, and you start kissing them back, But at first your thoughts are gonna be like, okay, what are we doing? Are we forgiving them? Like, why are they kissing us? How do we feel? Like, it's just gonna go anywhere. Your mind just like, don't really know how to feel, girl. Or guy or person, And that's kind of what's coming through here. But we have the Knight of Cups, so feelings are definitely going to be like untethered, whatever you want to call it. All the feelings you were holding back, you're going to want to like give to this person. So eventually you're going to get into the kiss, okay? But your mind is still going to be questioning you. The Queen of Swords is that little voice in the back of your mind like, what are you doing? This person hurt you. Smack them. That kind of thing. But I feel like the body may win. You know, let me get another card, guys. I'm not sure. The Wheel of Fortune represents a big change, or like things are going to happen just unexpectedly. But as it was always supposed to. Oh, this is giving me an oracle saying this was always meant to be. Like, that's the vibe that I'm getting as well. Can I get one more card for during the kiss, okay? How will the kiss feel in the moment? What's going to be happening in the moment? Your reading's going to be longer than group ones, I can already tell. Yeah, we have the King of Wands. Why does he look so smug? Don't get smacked, okay? This person, like I said, exactly. This is the perfect dichotomy to explain what I was talking about. Wheel of Fortune, things just happen, right? We have Taurus, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, we have Aquarius. They're all very passionate signs, especially Scorpio, because it has to do with the 8th house, and 8th house is very adult. 18 plus things, okay? Taurus is very sensual, using all 5 senses things, right? Leo is very loyal, full of heart, okay? Very exuberant, exaggerated things. Aquarius is the kind of the opposite, because there's a part of you, like I said, exactly, that's kind of like emotionally removed from it all. Like, should we be doing this, sis or sir, right? Anywho, then we have, like I said, this Nine of Cups where there are feelings there, despite you not wanting to see them. I mean, not wanting to see them, but you don't want to be swayed by them. You don't want to be drawn back in, or you don't want to be drawn in, period. Whether this is not reconnecting of any kind, you know what I mean? You don't want to be drawn in, sucked in. You don't want to be hurt, right? Okay. But then we have the Queen of Swords, someone playing cold. And then we have the King of Wands, which is someone giving it their all, child. This person is trying to get their wand up in there. Okay, and then we can see the lions coming through. This person is like trying to get up in there. You're kind of like head down, like, you know what I mean? This person is a bird on their shoulder. This person's a lion. Like, the energies here are very like different. You know what I mean? Whew. Like I said, you're gonna be like, you're gonna want the kiss, but it's like you have to put your mind first, because this person may have hurt you before. Okay. For those of you who, this is like someone new, you never met them before, you don't know them, okay? Like I said, I feel like you guys know this person at the very least. Their name, their address, stuff. Where they work, what they do, those things, their zodiac sign, you know, at least that, okay? You've had interactions with them. But if it's still fresh and new and you haven't really dug deep and there has been no hurt here, it's definitely giving you go on a date with this person, right? You guys talk about all these things. Everything seems to be going just right. You feel safe with them, secure, tethered, like you're in your body. And then all of a sudden we have this energy of, okay, you're developing feelings, crushes vibe coming through. So they're feeling a crush because they have Knight of Cups coming through for who this person is. And then you're feeling feelings because we have the Knight of Cups coming through for how you're feeling in the moment of the kiss, okay? And then we have these two energies here, which is like the Queen of Swords wanting to be cold, wanting to be factual, actual, and technical. And then we have the King of Wands who's going just on how I'm feeling. You know what I mean? So that's in the moment of the kiss, guys. This person is like the Leo is not holding back. This person is determined to win you over, determined to do whatever it takes, but you're still trying to hold on to your wits. You're still trying to hold on to your mind, you know, your logic. Okay. In the moment of this kiss. But you may be dizzy with feelings for them. Like, I'm getting like, I don't know, like I said, just lost in the moment. I'm hearing lost in, is it Thrill of It All? Right? That song by Frank Ocean coming through. You're just lost. Like, he either says lost in the thrill of it all or lost in the heat of it all. I can't remember. Like, I really only heard that song or learned it from social media, y'all, okay? So we're going to get into the what happens after. How will you be feeling after the kiss is over? Here we have King of Pentacles. You're going to be feeling a little bit more stable. This person may reassure you. They could be good at that. We have the World. We have the Magician, guys. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Swords, and the Devil. Wait. Oh, my gosh. This is some stuff. Okay, I feel the need to, like, just put all this out of the way. Like the past can go sit down somewhere. After this kiss happens, after you may talk about it, or this person asks, okay, so what do we do now? It's kind of like this person is an initiative taker. They're taking initiative, okay? They're initiating the kiss. They initiated the date. They're, like I said, doing whatever they need to do to get your head back in the game with them, okay? So like I said, we had the King of Pentacles. We have the Magician. We have the World. We have the Magician. So the World represents the end of something. So what I'm going to do, is there something here that could cover? Because they're not that. It's just because you never know what YouTube be pissing me off sometimes. I think this should be good enough. Put that there. Put that there. That's good enough for me. Okay. So we have that. We have the Magician. We have the World. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the freaking Ace of Pentacles. We have the freaking Ace of Swords. And then we have the Devil. So these are all your cards coming through here. So the King of Pentacles, okay? You may have to catch your breath after this kiss, child. You may have to catch your breath, like get your wits about you once again. After the kiss, we have this person asking, can I keep seeing you? This is like, I want this things to be more serious, please. And that together with the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords is someone asking for something. You know, I'm hearing you have them wrapped around your finger. So the ball essentially is in your court for where you want things to go after this kiss. It could end right there and you're kind of like, no, I don't want to put myself out there again to be hurt. Or you can be like, yeah, I want to jump on and see where things go. But with the kiss being a change, and then after the kiss, you know, representing stability as the King of Pentacles, this person's offering you something real now. Whether it wasn't real before, it doesn't matter. This person's like, hey, I want to continue dating you. If this is a crush, I want things to be serious. If this is just someone who's always playing games, and they're kind of like, I will do whatever it takes to show you. The King of Pentacles is all about action. He's all about, you know, results. He's all about, persistence. There's another word I was looking for. It could be persistence. He's all about his actions speaking louder than his words, you know, putting down stable, like, roots, showing you better than he can tell you. That sounds better, okay? This person's going to be, okay, do you want me to text you? Like, what do you want? Like, what do you want? It's giving Noah from The Notebook. Like, what do you need? What do you want for this to be a thing, okay? Do you need me to text you more? Like, you're setting the rules, the parameters here. And this person's kind of, like, serious about it. Because this face is very serious. He's kind of like, okay, I'm done playing games. I'm grown. I've matured. I'm done, like, letting life pass me by. I want you. Okay? Very much a Noah character in The Notebook, even though I haven't really seen it for real, I know enough about it. And it's talked about enough to know that Noah went after what he wanted. Okay? And this person's going after what they want, which is you. Here we have the World card. This is the end of something. It's also an accomplishment. So something that's like a big, major event in your life that's coming to a close. It's not a small, minor accomplishment like the Six of Wands. The World is a major accomplishment, a major end to something major. Okay? Just to emphasize that. It's going to be a big turning point, you know? You're finally saying, okay, I'm done being single, or I'm done being whatever. Single could be engaged is the next phase, marriage is the next phase, something stable and real, a relationship is the next phase, continuing to date is the next phase, whatever. It's going to be an end. Whether you're saying bye, I don't want to see you again, whatever. You're going to finally be able to make a decision for what you want or where you want your heart to go after this, you know? This could be your closure moment, this kiss, right? And you're like, okay, I'm done. I'm moving on. Or this could be, okay, I want to see where things go this time around. But just know, okay? Just know you're on pins and needles. Act right, you know? Then we have the Magician. So it's kind of like something has been made fresh and anew. And both parties are putting in the energy and effort it takes to see where things go. You're having a serious conversation, okay? So it's like, okay, I work here and you work here. How can our schedules align? Like I'm right now after this kiss, we're going to make this work. We're going to see and have a conversation and talk and say, okay, we're going to go on a date. We're planning our next date already. Is what this is giving, right? Okay, you may live here. I may live here. You work here. I work here. What can we do this Friday that's a benefit to both of us? Okay, an at-home date if there's long distance, or I'm going to meet you at this bar after work on Friday just to go on another date. And I'm going to come pick you up and da-da-da-da, whatever. It's making solid plans after this kiss is what's coming through, okay? And then that's when I feel like the magic starts coming back into this kiss. Because I love how we have the wheel, which is the end, and we have the magician, which is a beginning of something, making something new and fresh, you know? So using everything you know about this person, yourself, and you guys brainstorming to see how you're going to make this work. Or this person finally telling you, I have always liked you for months now, and I do want to date you seriously. Like, this is not going to be a one-time thing. I want to keep seeing you. And they're kind of like, okay, let's make it work. Let's see what happens. And that's like the beginning of forever is what I just heard, okay? So we have the devil here. So this could lead to something. This could be pillow talk. This magician and world could be pillow talk. The world could be things come to a big bang and a big finish, if you know what I mean, because the world is a finish, okay? Wink, wink, shove, shove. And then we have this energy here of someone, like, okay, telling you all the things that went wrong and kind of going over things, review, if you will, that kind of thing. This could be you guys are so addicted to each other, it turns into more and y'all go back to the house, the hizzy, the hotel, motel, whatever you want to call it, right? But then it leads to a conversation. There will be a conversation after either way. There will be something stable either way. You're going to be able to finally move on from this person because the Ace of Swords does always represent a fresh perspective or an epiphany moment or clarity. So now after this kiss, you know what you want to do. Whether it was good and you just still want to part ways, you're going to do that. Whether it was good and you want to, keep going and see where it goes. And now your heart is finally like, okay, this is the person you want to keep going. That's what's going to happen. But it just depends on you and the clarity that you receive after the kiss, okay? And then, like I said, we have the devil card coming through here. So it could, things lead to more. And then after that, you guys are laying in bed, having a conversation. And this person's like, I promise this is not going to be the end. I want things to be serious. You know what I mean? Like, I want to date. I want this to see if we can get to a relationship, right? It's not just a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. I want to see you seriously, How can I make that happen? Are you open to that? And I feel like either way, it's going to be a resounding yes. If you're going to walk away after this wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, a goodbye, if you will, a goodbye rendezvous, period. You're like, okay, I can finally move on now. I have what I need to finally move forward. This person gave me some kind of closure, whatever you want it to be. I don't want to make this too past focused because I hate that, like I said. But it could be a lot of you are manifesting someone from your past for this next kiss to be. And you want things to end up serious. For those of you, if it's something new, it's a crush, deep feelings, great conversation. It leads to something, a rendezvous. After that, this person's kind of like, okay, that kind of solidified things. I want just to talk to you or whatever. I do want to seriously see where this could go. Okay? That's the vibe that I'm getting from you guys. Okay, now let's pull some oracle cards to see your next kiss, please, Spirit, or what comes after. Who knows? But all these aces is a fresh new beginning, a clean slate. Like I said, whether that's you moving on and not thinking about them ever again, or you starting something new with them, it just depends. Here we have wayward paths. This is a very interesting card to come out when I'm talking about whether you move forward and leave them or move forward with them. I'm going to read for that one. Because wayward paths means there's so many things that could happen. Like, it's not just one clear, honest answer of a yes or a no. Maybe you go on a second date and then you realize, no, I don't want to put myself through this again. Or you go on a second date with this person and you realize that you're not compatible, even though you had a crush on them. Like something like that. There's so many different things that can happen from this one day and this one kiss, okay? Here we have flow. So yeah, you just want to see where things go. Look how come hither she looks, girl. Who are you trying to flirt with? And we have two swans wrapped around her, and swans represent soulmates. Here we have crying out. I can feel your heart crying out for me. So this could be, look at this. If things happen after, you know what I mean? It could end to some crying out. You know what I mean? Okay. Lord. Crying out. That's funny. Okay, you could be very vocal during this kiss or what happens after. Okay. Here we have dancing and light. So you're going to be very free. It's going to be very fun. I do believe this person, like, I don't know, I don't want to say brings out the best in you because that's kind of ghetto, like, you know, but like there's just, it always feels very organic and natural, this person. There's no force to be had, you know what I mean? Yeah, and then we have say it out loud. I'm hearing say it first. Say it first. Yeah, I want you to say those words. I don't know exactly what song it is, but I think the name of the song is Say It First. I can't remember who sings it, though. Interesting. Say it first. Say what first? Is it I love you or something like that? Or I want you or I want to be with you? You're waiting for someone to say something first? Say it out loud. Okay, that's enough from this deck. Let's move on to this one here. These, okay, look at this. Tell me these things aren't giving men stuff. Y'all know the men liquid that comes out of them is giving that. Y'all better not be doing none of that now. Because if that's what we're talking about with this King of Wands here and the Ace of Pentacles, meaning them planting a seed, y'all better be careful. Child, let me get the belt. Protect yourself. Okay, you heard what I said. We have forgiveness. So yeah, it's giving, you know, this person and they may have done you dirty, whatever. And then we have a sacrifice. Look at this so small. This always gives me Ariel, Little Mermaid, because she has to sacrifice her legs in order to find love. So maybe you're someone who doesn't want to settle down, you're a commitment phobe, and in order for you to get this happiness you're craving and crying for, you have to give up your adventuring ways. Because when you're a mermaid, you can go wherever you want in the world. When you have human feet, you gotta pay. You're gonna pay to travel now. It's not so easy as traveling the 7 seas, right? So that's kind of what I'm getting here as well. In order to get this thing you're craving, you have to give up something. Like in The Little Mermaid, she gave up her voice. But in the end, she ended up giving everything. She got to keep her connection to her family and then also marry the guy on land. So, you know, in giving up or sacrificing something, you get everything you want. In the end, I guess that makes sense. Okay. So forgiveness. So yeah, some of you, this is someone from the past. Child, I don't know what to say to y'all. Because, of course, not everyone wants someone from the past, and that's completely understandable because I feel the same way sometimes. Like, so let's get Wayward Past and see what that has to do with anything. I think that's from the, Wayward Past is the fairy one. Yeah, let me get the fairy one and read that, and then that'll be it for you guys. But yeah, if this reading resonated, you know, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, hype the video, whatever you want to do, you know what I mean? If you want a reading to learn more about this connection, because everyone's connection is going to be different and that comes through in personal readings, then you can definitely, you know, book with me. Use my email in the description box below. Okay, Wayward Past is going to be 41. Let's see what they say. The Gwyllion are fairies of Welsh folklore who have been said to haunt desolate roads, leading travelers away from their intended path, often towards danger. What do you mean? The reason they do this is unclear. Their cries can be heard echoing throughout the Welsh mountains ranges at night, when they're most likely to appear. Try to catch one and she'll vanish. Oh, this is giving me the freaking, what do they call the thing in ACOTAR? The thing that Pharaoh would have to try to catch to get answers from. I forget the name of it. Anyway, when this card is drawn, stay alert. Distractions could be lurking, and while they're probably harmless, look out for anything or anyone vying for your attention when they don't deserve it. Oof. Your time and energy are precious. That's a devil card coming out. Like, some of you will say, no, I'm good. And after this kiss, others of you will, you know, see where things go. You never know. Your time and energy are precious. Do what you can to protect them. Having pulled one of the more malevolent fairies in this deck, consider doing some kind of spiritual cleanse to recenter, whether that's saging your home or meditating. So yeah, a lot of thought will have to go into the after of this kiss, date, whatever this may be. Okay, but being with this person will take forgiveness. It will take sacrifice. It will take a lot of communication for you to say exactly what you want and good communication with them. Boundaries as well, okay? May lead to you cussing them out a little bit with crying out. Like, what did you do? Why did you leave me? That kind of thing. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'm going to leave you reading here. I hope it resonated. If it did, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the tribe. We'd love to have you. If you would ever like to book a personal reading with me, you could always get in contact with me using my email in the description box below. But I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye. Hello, my gorgeous group threes. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is going to be about your next kiss. Who will it be with? How will you feel during, before, and after the kiss? And I'm also going to get some details on what type of kiss it's going to be. So we're going to get a little bit of everything in today's reading. This reading, or these readings, have gone longer than I anticipated. So just, keep that in mind, right? So let's get straight into the reading, though. We're going to get into the who this kiss will be and I guess how you'll know them. That kind of vibe has been coming through. So let's get straight into it. Please spirit my group threes. Their next kiss. Who will it be with? Who will their next kiss be with? We're getting everything in this reading, guys. Okay, here we have a Knight of Pentacles. So we have Earth sign energy coming through. Slowly but surely you're going places. So someone who can be a slow mover, who takes their time with things. They're very patient, okay? They're not someone who rushes. Connections, conversations, jobs, whatever in their life. They take their sweet time. So this person could be, like I said, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Okay, what else can you tell us about who this person will be? This could be someone you're taking your time with. They're taking their time with you. If you're in a connection right now with them, they're like, okay, I don't want to rush things. I don't want to rush a kiss. I don't want to rush anything physical, that kind of thing. If you're in the talking stages, I don't know, they don't want to rush a date. That's kind of ghetto to me. I feel like you should be dating someone as you're talking to them. But who knows? To each their own. For group three, please, Spirit, who is their next kiss going to be with? Who is their next kiss going to be with? We have Four of Cups. Try not to be so picky, okay? Interesting. Is this a throwaway kiss? Where it's kind of like, I don't really care. I just want to kiss somebody. It's giving, I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat. You just want to feel the heat and dance with somebody, or kiss somebody. Girls, not even just girls. Sometimes you be feeling that way sometimes. Like, I just want to kiss somebody. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be special. It doesn't have to be on a date. Just a little swoosh. You know what I mean? Or maybe, let me stop. This person could be taking too long, so maybe you take it into your own hands. Who knows? But let's see. Page of Wands is fire sign energy coming through now. This could be multiple people, is it? This is the first group I'm getting. It could be like not a jackpot, like a throw up. Where you're not going to throw up. Are you going to throw up? Stop, please. No. Okay. Is it an up in the air kind of thing where it could be one person or another person, that kind of thing? But Page of Wands says, just because you're passionate about it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. Okay. This is not giving throwaway kiss, but it's giving, meh, it's a kiss, It's got peck. Can I get one more card, please? For who? And then we have Five of Pentacles. Yeah. This is the throwaway kiss. I should have known. There was something that told me, I don't remember exactly what it was. It could have been the cards I was shuffling. This could be someone you like, but when you kiss them, there's like no spark there. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? Or this person's like a very close, we haven't gotten into everything. Let me stop being presumptuous, okay? Maybe this is someone who takes their sweet time. You're not sure if they like you, that kind of thing. They come off as someone who's not looking for anything serious, This is kind of giving like the clueless kind of person where they just really don't know. It's kind of giving, what is it called? It's the guy Josh. I just watched Clueless for the first time this summer. Like, it was like a showing in the park. And I feel like the relationship between Cher and Josh, I think his name is, was very interesting for me because they both liked each other, but it took them so long to realize that it was feelings and not just hate. You know what I mean? Because he was always around, I believe. Like, he was the stepbrother from her dad's previous marriage, right? And he was in college, and she was this person who was just so against high school boys. And she was also really, really, really smart, but didn't want everyone to know that. She was also really good at getting what she wanted. Like, she was also like a really sweet and genuine person, I feel like Cher was. So she had beauty, she had brains, and then it's kind of like, but when it came to her like stepbrother, she didn't like him. So I'm kind of like, why don't you like him? What did he do, sis? Like, but it's sometimes it takes a while for our feelings to catch up. And we realize that, oh, we actually like this person. So maybe this could be the kind of person who like teases someone or doesn't show that they're interested in someone. So you have no idea how they feel. And so they just come out and kiss you. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh, what the heck was that? You actually liked me? And they're like, yeah, did you not know? And you're like, no, I had no idea. What do you mean? That kind of thing could be what's coming through as well. But I don't know. We'll see. But we have the Five of Pentacles. This could be someone who's very lonely at that, or someone who feels like an outsider. That's the kind of energy coming through. And I do believe that could be what Josh, you know, he felt always alone or something. So he would always be at their house where he felt less alone, because her dad was always still very much in his life. Because he said, just because I'm not married to his mother doesn't mean that he's not my child anymore. And I love that about her father, even though he seemed like very rough around the edges. He was like very stickler for the rules. You better get this good grade, that kind of energy. But even though he was divorced, he was kind of like, he's still like my kid. I was married to his mother. I'm still going to be there for him. That kind of energy. So like sweet, but a little rough around the edges. But Josh, on the other hand, was someone, I don't even know, we didn't get to know much about him, but I just know Cher was like, had no idea she liked him. And it wasn't until she was like, you know, walking home that night and like the water fountain went off behind her and she was like, I like Josh. And like the light bulb moment came on her head. So she was like, the movie's about her being, I guess, completely clueless that she liked this guy all this time, didn't know. That could be this vibe here. This person doesn't really like you, or their feelings take a long time to develop because they're this Knight of Pentacles energy. It takes a long time for, you know, things to get started and heat up. It takes a long time for them to get moving on their feelings or take action. Four of Cups, yeah, a little bit of a disinterested kind of energy or persona coming through this person. Page of Wands. It's kind of like, just because you want it doesn't mean it'll be effortless. So this person could be like, oh, I like you, but they don't want to put in the work. And it's like lazy, we don't like it. Next. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Okay? This person is a lover of life. This person could be a little bit younger, like a little immature or something. Or emotionally immature. They're not that emotionally intelligent, I guess I would say. They don't know how to decipher their feelings. They don't often ask themselves, how do I feel about this? How do I feel about that? They kind of just like coast through life. And that's what the Five of Pentacles means sometimes. They're just coasting, you know? And here's a song by Khalid, Coastin', Roller Coastin'. So that could be this kind of person. They just coast through life. They don't really take anything seriously or have a plan or anything like that, you know? Which is why I'm kind of getting throwaway kiss for this person. But we shall see. Let's see. Ooh. Ow, I just got a pain in my hand. I shuffled the cards the wrong way. This could be like a very clumsy, unexpected, you kind of tripped into their face and kissed them kind of kiss. Which is why it's kind of given you didn't want it to happen. It's a throwaway kiss. Like, you know? Because, ow. That pain in my hand was so unnecessary. I've been shuffling the cards all day. Why at that moment did it hurt or I bent my arm wrong when shuffling? Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. Can I get a little bit more context on who this person is? We have communicate. We have gold digger. This is the card. This is the card. I'm like, what card made me think this reading was going to be a little ghetto? I was shuffling these cards before I started your reading and we had gold digger and it says they want your money or being you. So yeah, this person's very ghetto. Don't even waste your time, but I'll keep going, you know? Or this could be, you could have like 2 kisses in one night. I don't know. We'll see. Can I get another card? But we have communicate, compromise, forgive, work it out. But this gold digger here at the bottom of the deck was kind of giving me, ugh, brother, ugh. Can I get a little bit more context of who this person is, please? This next kiss. Did the card turn over? Narcissist. Oh yeah, Spirit said what they said. That's why I'm like, ugh. It's giving nasty. You know what I mean? Someone is too full of themselves. That's absolutely the vibe that I'm getting. Ugh. You know? Ugh. Great. Okay, let's quickly go through this now because I ain't gonna be spending too much time here. This is ghetto. I kind of think that's about it. Nothing else really needs to be said. Like, do you want me to keep going, guys? I will, but the who is already making me uncomfortable. They're a user. Like, it doesn't even have to be about money. They're just doing this for themselves. Like, this is someone who's lazy. They don't want to put in the work. They just want to get everything. It's kind of giving, oh, friends with benefits. Where it's like, whenever they call you up, hey, you up? You come and give them what they want, but they're not giving you anything back in return. Guys, don't even waste your time with this person. They're too full of themselves. Like, this is disgusting behavior. Like, I truly don't like this, okay? So how will my group threes be feeling leading up to the kiss? Like, I'm just so disinterested at this point. Here we have strength. It's going, like, it may take you strength to not want to whack this person over the head. I think you guys have a lot of strength. As soon as I see you're feeling energy like this, like I said, I'm ready to go. I don't even want to finish the reading right now, but I'm going to do it for y'all, okay? But it's going to be real quick, just letting you know. But the strength card is definitely giving someone who's trying to, you know, tame the beast, but sometimes you can't tame a beast. Like, you know what I mean? That's kind of, okay, let's keep going. Another card for leading up to the kiss. You're trying to, like, maybe give them the benefit of the doubt. Maybe they just had a bad childhood, you know, maybe they slipped through the cracks. Sometimes people are just trash people, and you just have to stop making excuses. This person here is just nasty. Let's see. Maybe they can have a redemption arc. We'll see. Group threes person, please. How will my group threes feel leading up to this kiss? We have 10 of Swords. So you tired. You tired. You trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, but you're just like, I think I'm good, love, and joy. 2 of Wands. You're kind of like, is there anybody else in this joint that I could kiss instead? Like I said, that's why this kiss would be a throwaway kiss. To kind of throw it in this person's face to say, hey, you're not the bee's knees. You're not nobody. You know what I mean? Oh my gosh, my stomach is hurting. That's funny. Okay, so if any of you have seen the Bad music video of Michael Jackson, where he's telling his friends, if you ain't bad, you ain't nothing. You ain't nothing. This person thinks they're the bad boy. They think that being quiet and not, you know, worshiping a man or a woman. I mean, it depends who's watching. If you're a female dating a guy, you're a guy looking for a female. If you're not, like, this person who you're going to be on a date with or kissing is not showing interest in you. They're not asking anything about you. They're not, like, offering you anything. You're kind of like, why am I even here? You know what I mean? You think you're so bad and you're so quiet and the tortured hero. You ain't bad. You ain't nothing. You ain't bad and you ain't nothing. It's basically what's coming through, okay? Child. Yeah, you're going to be tired. You're going to be like, you're not anything. Like, I can go find somebody else. You might get up from the table, go kiss somebody else and make your way home, which is why it's giving a throwaway kiss, you know? And I was getting 2 different energies coming through. So, yeah, you may leave this date and go find somebody else. You know what I mean? I feel like there's a show or something where that actually happened. Oh, yeah, there was a video on social media. It was like, you know those kissing cams at the games, right? There was this guy, or this couple, I should say, where the camera stopped on them and the girl was trying to, like, kiss her guy, and the guy was, like, pushing her away and saying, get off me, get off me. And I believe it was the mascot who came over and took her, threw her over his shoulder, and, like, took his girlfriend away. And then he got upset when the mascot was showing attention to his girl, when you were embarrassing her on TV. Like, are you stupid? Like, she can find somebody else. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Where it's like, if you could choose the man or the bear, we're choosing the bear. The girl on the strength card is choosing the animal. She's not like, okay, period. I saw what I said. Sorry, my arm making all that noise. But that's what I'm getting here. We're kind of like, who else in this joint can I go and find a date with or talk to? Who in my Rolodex? Who in my contacts can I call to come save me from this date? Because I just can't. It doesn't even have to be a date, from this interaction with this person. Because no, this is what we're not going to do. You're tired, you're exhausted, you're over it. With the 10 of Wands coming through here. Even before the kiss, child. Does it even lead to a kiss is my next question. Because, come on now. Let's see. So, we have the 2 of Pentacles. So, yeah, you're going up and down on whether you should kiss them, I feel like. And then we have the 9 of Cups. Interessante. Do you kiss them and it's actually a good kiss? You change your mind? How they be feeling in the moment of the kiss, please, Spirit. How they be feeling in the moment of the kiss. Two of Pentacles, like I said, trying to decide if you even want the kiss to still happen. These are way too many cards. Don't piss me off. We have 10 of Cups. Wait. And then we have Justice, the Artist, Judgment, the Moon. Hold on. What story are they trying to tell? This is wild. Maybe this person realizes that they're losing you and maybe puts in a little bit more effort when they see your eye wandering. Okay. Oh boy. So what card came out first? It was these are a lot of Major Arcana cards. You know what? This may be too much for me. So we have the Two of Pentacles coming out, which is kind of like deciding what you want to do up and down. Maybe deciding I'm gonna do it for the plot. You know, maybe this doesn't have to be serious. Maybe you're not looking for anything serious. You're like, they look like a good kisser. Maybe I just want to kiss them for the plot and see what happens. You know what I mean? And then we have Nine of Cups, which is in the moment. It's an actual decent kind of kiss. I feel like people who are narcissists, they tend to be good at certain things. You know what I mean? Because there's a reason why girls keep coming back or guys keep coming back to certain people. There has to be something about them that keeps these people coming back, child. You know? Then we have 10 of Cups. This is interesting. The turn this reading is taking. I'm not even sure what's going on anymore. Then we have Justice, which is like the righting of the wrongs. Then we have the Artist, which is like daydreaming, creating something new, your own world. Maybe, I don't know. We have Judgment, which is inner calling. Look at how she's being the soldier being risen up. It's kind of like, it's giving over my dead body. Will I kiss this person? You know what I mean? And then we have the Moon, which is like daydreaming, secrets, being lost in your head. This is so interesting. I'm not sure what's going on, guys, at this point. Maybe you tell them in your dreams and walk away. But yeah, I got that visual very clearly of the mascot coming and stealing the girl from the guy that's not treating her right. So that could be the scenario that's playing out here, where this person, like, you end up leaving them during this kiss or whatever and finding somebody else. Because it's like this, not me. Like, why does this always happen to me? It's the energy that's coming through. Like, I always meet the guy that I'm not interested in, or there's no physical attraction there, whatever. If this is someone who you're not looking for anything serious with, I feel like it's going to be pleasant. It's going to be what you're looking for if you're not looking for anything serious. If you are looking for something serious, you're going to be disappointed. But I feel like, I don't know. Maybe you may be this person's Justice. All these Major Arcana cards, I'm trying to figure out if there's even a kiss at all. Because Judgment is kind of giving in the afterlife. The Moon is giving secrets. I can't even tell. Like, did something happen? Okay, the Justice is giving everything turns out right. And then we have the Artist, which is only unique to this deck. And it's definitely giving, like, creating up your own little story to tell. Creating your own vision of what things are. So are you guys going to be acting delusional? I don't know. Let me get to what's happening after. How are you feeling after the kiss? How will my group threes be feeling after this kiss? To give us a little bit more perspective on what's happening. How they be feeling after this kiss. Is there even a kiss? So this is their next kiss video, so I would hope it's a kiss. Okay, I don't know. In the how you feel leading up to it, like you're trying to win this person over and try different things maybe. But I feel like the Ten of Swords is definitely giving I'm over it. Like, I feel like that was accurate, this reading of it. But the in the moment energy, I don't know. Here we have the Hierophant. What the heck? And then we have Death. Guys, I have no idea what's going on. Because all these cards are talking about good and bad. Nine of Cups, a wish come true during this next kiss. In the moment, you're going to look, okay, yeah, I actually kind of like this. 10 of Cups is like, okay, everything is complete now. My life is complete. This is what I've been looking for. But can you have that with a narcissist? Spirit, help me out here. I'm going to put these back, shuffle the deck, and then shuffle again. My group 2s, please, Spirit, how they feel during this kiss. During this kiss. Is this the artist again? And Judgment again. And then we have 5 of Swords. Interesting. This is very interesting to me because I'm like, what? So we have 5 of Swords here, which represents confusion, it represents conflict, it represents fighting, it represents disagreeing on certain things. So maybe this is like someone who just is one of those kind of people who are disagreeable. Maybe you have a soft spot for people who feel lost and alone. Like I said, maybe you're not looking for anything serious, which is why these cards are coming out, because they're giving you exactly what you want. A little bit of like a, escape from your world. So maybe you're someone trying to escape from their world as well, and you're not looking for nothing. This is quite interesting because the 9 of Cups is, okay, this is exactly what I wanted. I wanted someone who's looking for the same things as me, who wants the same thing as me. Maybe you don't realize they're narcissists on this date, so you kind of give them a chance. And you know what? One thing about narcissists, they're good at giving you what you think you want or what they think you want. They're really good at giving women or men, whoever they're dating, like love bombing and making them think, okay, yeah, this person's here for you, and then they're gone. So during this kiss, you may get everything you think you want out of a kiss, you know what I mean? But this person's still giving they ish, you know what I mean? This is so interesting to me. 10 of Cups is the crazy part though. That's that happy ever after. In the moment you think this is it, I met my person, I found them, like they've been giving me everything that I could want. I'm imagining what could be happening, you know what I mean? I'm hearing projecting could be something coming through on this date. Maybe you're projecting what you want onto this kiss, but it's not the reality of it. That's what the artist could definitely mean. You're projecting what your fairy tale, what you could, yeah. Your fairy tale, what you could want to come from this kiss to onto this kiss. But the 5 of Swords is kind of like, your mind is like, something ain't right here. Something is not right here. That's your intuition, but sometimes people don't listen to their intuition when it comes to certain things. And Judgment is like your inner calling. Yeah, there's something here about your innards. That's a funny way to say it. Your innards are like, no, this ain't it. This is not your person. But you're still like, okay, well, the kiss is good, though. Y'all better let me enjoy my kiss real quick. Is the thing. I'm not looking for nothing serious. Maybe I just want a kiss. Yeah, throwaway kiss is what's coming through here. And it ends up being exactly what you want because it's that just that throwaway kiss. In the aftermath, we have Death, which is the end of something, right? And then we have the Hierophant, which is like institutions, traditionality, schooling, churches, businesses. You know what I mean? I'm hearing this could be like a mutual beneficial kind of thing. Maybe you do want only friends with benefits, right? And it ends up leading to that. Because I do believe the Hierophant kind of gives me like signing contracts as well. For whatever reason in this instance, I'm kind of getting that vibe here from that. Where it's like, justice. I'm looking for this. Oh, so am I. Okay, so now it's a mutual beneficial connection, okay? But I don't think it is because narcissists end up taking more than they ever give. So just be careful, guys. I don't know. What happens after the kiss? We have Death, which is Scorpio vibe. So it may end up being a women. Thank you, ma'am. And then it could end up being something more serious. But then why do we have narcissists coming out? I mean, like, I don't know. I'm going to stop trying to guess anything at this point. I'm going to stop trying to guess anything. The Hierophant is Taurus energy, okay? And Death is Scorpio energy, which is like fixed signs. Maybe you're stubborn and you want this person and that's about it. Maybe this person, you like emotion available men who do the bare minimum or women who do the bare minimum. That's fine. But I want better for you, group 3. Let's see what else can you tell me about this next kiss, please, Spirit. We have bad company. Yeah, I know I'm not wrong. And then we have good company. Guys, I am going to scream. Bruh. These are 2 different people. Your next kiss is like one person, you kiss one person, and then it ends up being bad, and you run off and find somebody else. It's kind of like something happens that's so bad that the universe has to fix it right there, right then. And on your way home from that day, you meet another person. And you know what it's giving me, right? Like I said, the video where the mascot comes and saves the girl. So while you're on this horrible date, the universe kind of opens up and sends you someone even better. So you kind of go on this date with this person, and then you go to a bar after with this person, and you kind of like, can I go to the bathroom? You go to the bathroom, you kind of like disappear from this date. And like as you're sneaking out the door, you meet somebody new or bump into somebody new. And this person's like, didn't I see you at a table with another guy? And you kind of tell them, yeah, I was with that guy, but he was a bore or he wasn't serious or whatever. And then this guy's like, well, I could do better, I bet. Can I take you out or see you sometime? And then you're like, okay, sure. You guys go out that same night. You go for a drink. You guys get to talking. And then after that horrible date, you were on your way to kind of like cry. Not even cry, but miserate over. You find this decent person. Then your next kiss after that person on the same night ends up being this person where it's like, okay, now this is more like it. Like, this is so interesting, I feel like. I've never in my days. But yeah, because like I said in the beginning, I was getting this could be two people. And I was like, nah. But you meet one person, they're not interested. You meet another person, they are interested. Yeah, I like that for you. Okay, I get one more card from this deck, please, Spirit. Their next kiss. What can you tell me about their next kiss? Because I need to know something, child. The battery about to die? Look at that. The battery dying during your reading. That hasn't happened in a minute. And we have wayward paths, guys. This came through in group 2, and I read from the book. And the book says these fairies be whispering and, finagling things to make people lose their way and get lost and lead them towards danger at nighttime, right? It's Welsh lore. And they said they lead you on a path you're not supposed to go on, and they don't know why they do it. They just do it. Like, I'm going to read it for y'all again, because y'all need to hear this. Okay, somebody come look at this. I think it was 41 for this. Yeah. The 𝐓𝐈𝐿𝐴𝐿 are fairies of Welsh folklore who have been said to haunt desolate roads, leading travelers away from their intended path, often toward danger. The reason they do this is unclear. See, the reason why narcissists do what they do is unclear as well, right? Their cries can be heard echoing throughout the Welsh mountain ranges at night, when they're most likely to appear. Try to catch one and she'll vanish. Okay? When this card is drawn, stay alert. Distractions could be lurking. And while they're probably harmless, look out for anything or anyone vying for your attention when they don't deserve it. Your time and energy are precious. Do what you can to protect them. Having pulled one of the more malevolent fairies in this deck, consider doing some kind of spiritual cleanse to recenter whether that's saging your home or meditating. Yeah, you need to recenter. That's what you end up doing in the middle of this, and your next kiss ends up being the same night with somebody else, which is why it ends up going so right. Can you imagine? This seems, I don't know, not too good to be true, but this is very unlikely. Let me know if you choose group 3, and let me come back after this kiss and let me know. Because it is giving that vibe. You go out with somebody else, you leave them during that date, and then end up kissing somebody else. Very interesting. Or like I said, this ends up being what is it called? Throwaway kiss, where you meet someone and you're playing a kissing game at a party, and you kiss one person, you kiss another person, who knows? Or you just want to go out and kiss somebody, like I was saying. And it ends up being this person, whether they're a narcissist or not. You don't want anything serious with them. You just want a kiss. And you end up getting that, which is why we have the 9 of Cups and the 10 of Cups, right? Okay, let's see what comes through in these decks. My group 3s, please, Spirit, my group 3s, their next kiss. Please, Spirit, their next kiss. What will the next kiss be like? Can we get more clarifiers, please? Can we get more clarifiers for this next kiss? We have Shapeshifter, we have Sacred Goddess. Interesting. Maybe your next kiss ends up being with yourself. It wouldn't be nice if we kiss ourselves, wouldn't it? And then we have Between Two Worlds. Yeah, I don't know. This is a dream. Is your next kiss in your dream? Between Worlds kind of giving that state of being awake and being asleep. Being here, being there. Going from being like on a desert island to being in paradise. The sun and the moon. I don't understand what's going on here. If someone wants to interpret this reading to me in the comments, please feel free to, because I'm lost. I feel like I've said all I need to say about this. It's two kisses, two people. You could be on a date with two people. You guys could be into polyamory or something, and it ends up being a kiss between multiple people. Yeah. Because you're the sacred goddess, and sacred goddesses get whatever they want. I heard that. Between two worlds and shapeshifter. Yeah, I might leave this reading just right here because I'm confused. I'm hearing the death of the Bachelor right now from Panic at the Disco. It's like, do I look lonely? I feel the shadows on my face. People have told me I don't look the same. So maybe you do end up changing this person. I don't know. Can you trust narcissists? I'm not sure. People have told me I don't look the same. Maybe I've lost weight. I'm playing hooky with the best of the best, with my heart on my chest so that you can see it too. But basically the chorus is like the death of a bachelor. Watching the water something. The death of a bachelor. Letting the something fall. Happy ever after. How can I ask for more? A lifetime of laughter at the expense of the death of a bachelor. So maybe you do end up being with this person and it ends up leading to commitment because you have the Hierophant of the death. So the death does represent a drastic change. So after the kiss, a drastic change happens. This person, personality could change. And then it ends up leading to something more, I don't know. Shapeshifter is changing. So this person could change during the date and ends up being what you wanted, but at the beginning they were kind of giving a narcissist a little bit. Or this person could have narcissistic tendencies. This doesn't make them all bad, Maybe I was too harsh. I apologize. I was too harsh. This person does come off as Four of Cups, like disinterested. Then there's like Page of Wands. There's like passion inside of them. They got to work a little bit to get it out, to show it to someone. They may feel very lonely, isolated sometimes. And it's hard for them to kind of express themselves. But you have more compassion than I do because you end up giving them a chance. And it leads to something really great, I guess, for you guys. And only a sacred goddess could do that, I feel like. Look at that. A sacred goddess changing someone's whole, personality or autonomy, whatever it is, to make them change. Like the sacred goddess and this shapeshifter coming together, like separating these two worlds and making a new reality. Interesting. Okay, so like I said, let me know for group 3 how this goes. Okay, if it resonated at all and it wasn't confusing to you whatsoever, like, comment, and subscribe, join the tribe. If you'd like to get a personal reading that will be more clear and attuned to your own energy, please do so. You can use my email in the description box below and we can get that going. But yeah, I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful day whenever you're watching this reading. And as always, I will see you gorgeous people in the next one. Mwah. Bye.